Hey everybody, it's Aquila from a Lefty Knitter podcast. It's nighttime right now and it's the 28th of January, but I wanted to shoot this little video because I'm giving this blanket away tomorrow and you guys have seen this blanket a bazillion times, just in different colors. And it is the Rainbow Ripple Baby Blanket. I was using the Line Brand Mandala. And I said in my last video that I was not going to pull out the yarn and find the matching color. Well, I did. I did that. So I pulled out the center. Sorry, I'm having focusing issues. Pulled out the center so you can see that I took out a big hunk of it to color match because I didn't want it to be a very distinctive looking jog in the color. I still have to weave in the ends. Here you go. Now this is 1 and I guess almost a half of a ball, probably. I didn't weigh it. I'll weigh it later. But the color change would have been right here. So I did pull out right about here and I knit, or crocheted, sorry. That much more. So I'm really happy with it. I think it looks really nice. I could have made it bigger. I have said many times before that I want this to be like car seat size, so that's what I was going for. There you go. Link will be in the down bar, and I always try to keep my projects updated, so you can find it there. Also, I got a nifty tripod. It's not nifty, it's just really simple tripod, but I'm really liking that I have it. I was able to record those little bits of the tutorial video and I thought they turned out kind of nice. So that's just my honest opinion. Also in the mail today, I've been calling from Tin Can Knits. You have to go on their website to find out where you can buy the Strange Brew book. None of the shops in Maryland actually carry it. So there was a shop in Alexandria, Fiber Space, that I've been to, and they're a great little shop. If you've never been there and you're in the area, you should check them out. But I got Strange Brew. Hey! I'm so excited. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do with it. If you haven't, if you don't know what Strange Brew is, there are patterns in here, but it's like a recipe book. So you can mix and match all these different parts and you can look up your gauge and use what size yarn you have to find out what cast on size you need. And of course, Tin Can Knits we love because of the fact that they do every size imaginable. It's ridiculous. They do so many sizes. So again, hopefully I'll have some stuff out of this book soon to show you guys, because that would be amazing. Yeah, so there you go.
George Washington walnuts are steaming right now. Gonna boil them down a little bit. Concentrate my dye. This is actually the second batch. So I was kind of hoping for a lighter color, but man, these walnuts on the second go round still look just as dark as the first.
Okay, so I know that first video was a little dark. I'm going to insert pictures at the end of the whole video of the finished object pictures I took for the blanket, or you can go to my Instagram or my Ravelry page. They're all there, so it'll be much better pictures. I have cast on 2 new things. The one thing I actually cast on, and I could have had it in the last video, but I only had a tiny bit done, and this is the Shift, and it's a cowl by Andrea Mowry. Now she did the Shift, there was 2 of them. One was a shawl and one was the cowl. The cowl is called the Shift. I am using Yarn Hero yarn. I can pull out one of my labels, possibly. I put them in my yarn. Well, you could go and look. I can't pull it out. Oh, maybe I can. It's wrapped around it though, pretty good. So this is Yarn Hero. And I did pick 3 colorways. It's really terrible. I don't remember the names of them. Well, this one's pumpkin. So The other two, I don't remember the names. They're also on my Ravelry page. I really do keep my Ravelry notes pretty well updated, so you can check that out if you want to know the exact colorways. So here's the start of it. Now you're supposed to use this spin cycle yarn, and I don't have access to get spin cycle locally to buy it from a store, or at least if the stores have it around here, I never really see it. I think they sell out so fast, it's crazy. This yarn is, I've used her yarn before, I should say that. I saw her at the last one of the festivals we were at. I don't think it was Maryland Sheep and Wool. Alpaca Festival, maybe? And she had knit one in 3 of her colorways, and so I picked 3 of her colorways. I think it looks really cool. This is a really neat construction. So here's my 3 colors. And I love them a lot. I know the tan and the orange are kind of, they're the same thing all the way through, but I didn't mind that. I think it looked really neat. This one does shift in colorways a lot more. Kind of how the spin cycle yarn is supposed to make it change throughout the pattern, but I really like the look of it and I'm happy with that. The other thing that I cast on, the pattern is called Happy Holidays Tree Skirt. I saw this on Kay, the Crazy Sock Ladies podcast, or her Vlogmas, I should say, because she always did a video of her socks right at the Christmas tree, and her tree skirt was just amazing and I loved it. And she had said what the pattern was. Actually, I stalked her before she had posted what the pattern was in like a vlog after that. And on her Ravelry, she had it on there, so I found it. And that is by Tamara Kelly. I am just using not scrap yarn, because it's like full skeins of stuff, but I'm using big box store yarn for most of my colors. And it's crochet. I think it calls for a K hook. I think my set goes up to a J, so I'm using a J. But here's the start of it, and it's a free pattern also. I really love this. We have just a really cheap tree skirt that we bought from like Big Lots or one of those kind of stores. And I really love how when you change colors on that first row, you're only crocheting through the back loop. So you get this like edge for each color, and I really like that. Like, it's layered and it looks really cool. I haven't added in some colorways yet. I have this. Now this is not a big box store yarn. I don't remember where I got this. And the white, I didn't have like a thicker white because I think this calls for like a worsted or Aran weight yarn. I didn't have a thicker one, so I had 2 really thin yarns. I'm holding the 2 whites together. Then I have these 2 reds. I know these are both Red Heart because I bought these to make Christmas stuff way back in my fiber career. And then I also have these 3. So I'm just gonna randomly stripe them. I'm not doing in any sort of sequence. I'm using the smaller balls first because I know once the rows get longer, I'm not gonna have enough yarn to do 2 rows back and forth. So there you go. That's what I'm working on. Here's one of John's jars of dye from the black walnuts. We have 3 of these, and he actually just put the walnuts back in the water. There's a clip, he's talking about it, of how much more dye he's gotten out of doing them a second time in the pot. So we're gonna see how that turns out. We're getting the yarn ready to mordant today, and he's gonna be working on that this weekend. So hopefully I'll be able to show that in the next video. All right, and that's everything I got for you guys. So thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe. I have a Ravelry group if you want to check that out. It's not very active, but it's there. And you can find me on Instagram, aquilladahun. All right, see you guys. Bye.